I want to encourage somebody out there who's thinking about quitting and giving up. Somebody who has been praying for years for things to turn around. You're thinking about quitting, you're thinking about giving up. You are folding, you are caving in. This is for you.
You're in this storm and you're down on your knees and you're cold and you're weak and you feel like this is the end. You have a choice to either give up or keep going. Give up or get up.
One of the things that we know about life is that it is always changing. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes things go real well, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes you're happy, and sometimes you're sad. Now that's that thing called life. So you've got to have some reasons that when life knocks you down, and it's going to, it's going to knock you down. When people disappoint you, and that's going to happen. When they betray you, and that's going to happen. When they lie to you, and that's going to happen. When they say, oh, you can count on me, and they won't show up, and that's going to happen. When you want to throw in the towel and give up yourself, and that's going to happen. When life collapses on you and catch you on the blind side, what reason can you remember that you can call on, that you can reach on, that can make you get back up? Find that reason. Because when life had knocked me down, I said, life, I'm doing this because I want to make my mama proud of me. I'm doing this because I want my children to have a better life than what I have. I'm doing this because all my life I've been told I'd be a loser, that I wouldn't make it. I'm doing this to make them a lie. I believe, like Frank Sinatra, he said, the best revenge in life is massive success. I'm doing this so I can become massively successful. And with that kind of courage, with that kind of affirmation and reason to empower me, I got a saying that when life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. When things don't work out for you, when things happen that you could not anticipate, what are the reasons that you can think of that can keep you strong, that can keep you in the game, that will be your rod and staff to comfort you, that can be your bridge over troubled waters? Those reasons are very important. Nietzsche said, if you know the why for living, you can endure almost anyhow. So find out the reasons that you do what you do. Find out the reasons that will make you strong, that will make you walk by faith and not by sight, that will make you pursue your dream when everybody is against you or don't believe in you no more. And let me tell you something, that's a lonely feeling. It's a lonely feeling, particularly people that you're doing it for, or people that stand to benefit the most, or people who should be the #1 members in the encouragement club, but they end up saying, you can't do it, and they become members of the discouragement club. Oh, it hurts very badly. I know what that's like. Have people that you love close to you that look at you with that look and say, why don't you try something else?
There are a few people in this room that know what it's like to be in a situation where everything in your flesh is saying give up. And yet you're in a situation where sometimes you're standing not because you're so strong, you just don't have any other option. You're just backed in a corner, you know, and it's not that you didn't think about quitting. It's not that you're so tenacious and so strong, but life has got you pressed in a corner and you simply cannot let go of anything, and you have to stand there in the middle of the storm and keep pumping your head with the faith to persevere and just say, just hang in there, just don't give up, just don't give up. Some kind of way you're going to get through this. Great people are people who don't cave in.
We all go through disappointments in life and things we don't understand. It's easy to get discouraged and lose our passion. But God won't allow anything to happen that will keep you from your purpose. And sometimes He'll move a person out of your life because they're limiting your growth. If you only knew what God was up to, you wouldn't live upset. If you only knew how He's going to connect the dots in your life, you'd get your passion back. Maybe you went through a loss. I know that's difficult, but if you only knew the new doors that are going to open, if you only knew that your latter days will be better than your former days, the best part of your life is still in front of you. You may be off course, thinking you've missed your destiny. If you only knew what great lengths God is going to go to get you back on course. You can't outrun the mercy of God. Don't sit around condemned, listening to the accuser. If you only knew what God was going to do, how He's not just going to restore you, He's going to put you back into purpose. The assignment He has for you didn't get canceled because you took a detour. You're still going to see dreams come to pass. If you only knew what God was doing behind the scenes, if you only knew how He's fighting battles for you, then you would trust Him. You would live from a place of peace. You wouldn't fight all the things you don't like. The disappointments, the betrayals. It was uncomfortable. It didn't make sense, but you wouldn't see your greatness without those challenges. You may have made mistakes, gone through bad breaks. God is saying to you, if you only knew how I'm going to make miracles out of your mistakes. You may have some big obstacles. You don't see how you can overcome the sickness, how you can accomplish your dream. But if you only knew who our God is, our God is alive. He still makes rivers out of deserts. He still brings walls down. Life may have thrown you a curve. You've settled where you are, thinking this is as good as it gets. Just accept those bad breaks limited you. That person that walked away soured your life. God is saying, if you only knew what I'm about to do. I'm about to honor you in front of your enemies. I'm about to free you from what looks permanent. I'm about to bring someone into your life better than you've imagined. The mistakes you made didn't cancel your destiny. You're about to see God show out in your life. See, we get stuck in the heartache, the disappointment, the shame. I should have done better. What was wrong with me? God knows we're human. Now, I'm not saying about being loose and doing whatever you want. When down deep you want to do the right thing, but you make mistakes, that is not going to stop your purpose. What will stop you is if you start living condemned, no passion. You can come up with good reasons why you can't be happy, why your business can't succeed. In your own strength, that may be true, but you're not on your own. The God who breathed life into you is saying, if you only knew the favor I'm about to show you, how I'm going to connect the dots, those things you don't understand that were painful, I saw them and they're going to all work for your good. Sometimes we're disappointed over what we've lost. The person walked away. We don't understand why it didn't work out. It meant so much to me. If you only knew where those disappointments are leading you, like with Joseph, you had to get pushed out. They had to be jealous. It's not that God has forgotten about you, it's that He's positioning you for greater influence. Will you keep a good attitude, not get bitter, not think you've seen your best days? Stay in faith when it doesn't make sense. Do the right thing when the wrong thing has happened. You've been through disappointments, injustice. That's a sign that something awesome is on the way. What God is about to do in your life will not just make up for every wrong, but it will be so rewarding you won't think about what you lost. Try a different approach and say, God, I trust you. If you only knew how He's going to connect the dots, you wouldn't fight everything that doesn't go your way. How your poor choices are not going to stop your destiny, then you'd get your passion back. You'd stir your faith up and start dreaming again, start believing again. If you only knew the gifts God has for you, you would believe big. You'd get rid of the guilt, let go of the discouragement, and get ready for something that you haven't seen. Chains that have held you back are being broken right now. Strongholds in your mind are coming down. The disappointments, the people that tried to stop you, it's all working for your good.
It will be all right in the end. Trust God and believe in good things to come.